you came to Jesus because you thought you were getting a genie in a lamp, you didn't come to the right Jesus. You didn't come to the one in the Bible, I can tell you that. In this world, you will have trouble. Take heart, I have overcome the world. And King David, when he says that, he walks through the valley of the shadow of death, he is not afraid because of his own resilience. He's not saying, though life gets hard, I'll fear no evil because I've cold plunged and I'm on the TRT and I've been listening to Goggins and I'm gonna carry the boats. It's not what's happened. And I know I got some of you that and lost quite a few of you with that. Ask around after. No, what's happened? He said, for thou art with me. I'm not gonna fear, for thou art, because you're here, because you haven't left me, because you haven't forsaken me. And this is awful, and I'm letting you know it's awful, but I trust that somehow in this awful, you're working for my good and your glory, and I'm gonna trust it, and I'm gonna cling to that by staring at the death of Jesus Christ for my sin, and trusting that in his resurrection, you have sealed it, and you have me in your hands, and I'm gonna cling to that all the days of my life, come what may. That's the good news of the gospel.
One of the things we try to teach in this place is that, listen, everything about this life never gets easier. It just gets better. You know, if he promises persecution, if he promises trouble, if Jesus says this is going to happen, then we might want to take note of that, and then take note to where he goes in the midst of his troubles. Right? That's what it is for me. And yeah, focusing on the cross, focusing on the resurrection, that's good. Sometimes that thought is way too far for me, but I can look to see what he did. Right? He went away. I go on vacation tomorrow. I'm going to go to a place alone. In that, I'm gonna find places to get alone. I need to be renewed. There's a tremendous struggle. There's a tremendous battle. There's always financial. There's always a certain amount of persecution and differences in theologies and all of these things that we face. You know, the guys coming and guys going, guys dying. We face that a lot. And so for me, what do those troubles look like? Right now, my wife has a called ministry. Do you want trouble? Let your wife get called to ministry and then watch God start growing her in some stuff. And then, man, then not only are you trying to cover her, but you're trying to love her because I don't know about you, when he grows me, I attack people around me a little bit sometimes. I don't handle it well. And so I'm watching God do this amazing work in my wife. And so like this safe place that I usually have is a little bit, tense sometimes. And so, I think, what does trouble look like today? Obviously, it doesn't look like what it did when I was selling dope. But it seems more intense somehow because I'm resolved. I'm resolved in a different way. I'm resolved to continue to stand. And that is such a challenge. You wouldn't think that would be a challenge. Just stand in the convictions of what you say you believe and don't waver in that. Man, that's a difficult task. That's a powerful thing to ask. And then, God forbid you stop marrying action with standing, because there's still got to be some action, like reading the Word and worshiping and doing some devotion and seeking Him out. Like, it's not just I'm standing here waiting. You're gonna die if you stand there. He said, I can't remember what he just quoted. David said, "For thou art with me." Right? That's got to be. I don't know He's with me unless I always see Him before me, and I'll never see Him always before me unless He's at my right hand. And if He's at my right hand, then I have Him here close to me, and I'm able to take refuge in Him in the moment that I'm standing. And so, let's go carry some boats.